Yo, what up, what up, what up, Facebook? What up, YouTube? What's going on, guys? Okay, guys, you got Darren Little here from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. Thought I'd pop on here. It is now 4:23 Pacific Standard Time, and I thought I would just do a quick little live here, share with you a little bit of value today, to talk to you today about how much money will I make my first month, Darren? How much money will I make my first month, Darren? Probably the most common question that people ask prior to throwing their hat over the wall and getting started. And today, we're going to talk about this very thing on today's Facebook and YouTube Live. Who do we got? Who do we got? We've got Stephen. Welcome, sir. Welcome to the broadcast. We've got Facebook user, yo. Hi, Darren. Okay. Dennis popping in from Japan. Great to see you, Dennis. Okay, guys. So, this is by far the most common question that people ask is, how much money will I make my first month, Darren? How much money will I make my first month? Okay. And we're going to talk about that. Blake Probert, how are you, sir? Good to see you here. Somebody's tuning in from Tasmania at 11:25 a.m. We've got Shannon Birdie is in the house. How are you? We've got Steele. Hello, sir. We've got Laura. How are you today? Okay, guys. So here's the thing that you've got to really understand about this whole evolution of being able to break through to the other side where you can start making a full-time income online. Okay. Now, the thing that I'm going to share with you guys is that after 30 years, okay, the strategies and the training are not on trial, okay? The strategies and the training are not on trial, okay? Whether or not you are coachable, that is the variable, okay? And I have no control over whether or not you will actually show up, okay, and take notes and follow the exact step-by-step, paint by numbers formula that we use over and 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 over to build teams as big as 6,000 people in 30 days. Okay. Now, they work for us. They work for all of our students that actually follow the step-by-step, paint by numbers formula that we teach. Okay. And this is a real interesting topic, guys, because the only thing that I can do is I can share with you the data, okay, the data of the people that were coachable. Okay. So I can tell you that the best month of any student ever was $45,000 his very first month. Okay. We had a 17-year-old kid that did $50,000 in his very first 6 weeks. We've had single moms that have done $10,000 to $18,000 their very first month. We've got construction workers that have done $26,000 their very first month. We even have, there was actually 2 different people. The one story was a guy that just got out of prison, and he had 100 friends on Facebook when he started, and he made $28,500 his very first month in business. We had another guy that just got out of prison after 3.5 years. He was deported to a country where he didn't even speak the language, and in 2 years, he's made $220,000 US. Okay. And when he started, he was only making $160 a month working full time in Mexico. Okay. So the thing that you've got to get here, guys, the training's not on trial. The strategies work. Okay. The question is, do you work? This is the question. And the big challenge, okay, I'm going to share with you the whole evolution, okay? So when people are circling around and circling around and circling around and circling around like cowboys and Indians, the first thing that they have to do is surrender their pride and their ego, okay? Just to get started, just to get to the starting point, they have to surrender their pride and their ego, okay? That's step one, okay? So people see all the success, all these different income stories, all these people going from rags to riches, and they say, what about me? What about me? How much am I going to make? Okay. And the challenge with that is that the variable is you. You're the variable. Okay. You are the variable in business on whether or not you'll actually do the first step, which is to admit that you have a problem and surrender your pride and your ego to just get started. And then typically people battle their pride and their ego a second time, okay? Not just once, but twice, on whether or not they're actually going to do the exact steps that we teach so that they can get incoming inquiries into their business, okay? Now, it's a bizarre thing, guys. It's super bizarre. Super, super bizarre to actually watch this, because we just watch, right? We can tell typically who's going to the top and who's not going to the top just based upon what happens in the first 3 or 4 days, okay? Because each one of the steps are very, very simple to do, but most people say tomorrow, 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 on the weekend, next week, next week, next month, next month, next month. And next thing you know, a year's gone by, 2 years has gone by, 3 years has gone by, and they never even started with the first step, which is step one, okay? So, the variable in the whole process of being a successful entrepreneur is whether or not you have reached your breaking point, okay? And it could be at whatever level. So you may have never made a penny online before, okay? No problem. We got tons of students that never made a penny online before, and they made $10,000 their very first 30 days, okay? You may already be at $10, $20, or $30,000 a month, but you want to now double that income and start scaling up your business to go to the next level. So it doesn't matter which level that you're currently at for your income. What matters is whether or not you're coachable and that you will follow simple step-by-step process on exactly what we do, okay? So we went out and did a campaign because we wanted to show people what's possible, okay? We didn't spend any money on paid ads. We didn't do Facebook boost posts. We didn't do Facebook ads, YouTube ads, Google, Bing, SEO, blogging, none of it, okay? We just used our Facebook profile, and in a 35-day period of time, myself and my business partner, Ari, made $240,000 in profit, okay? Now, could anybody do that? Yes, they could, okay? And the examples of the students are perfect testimony to that, because the best student that was coachable, his very first month, he made $45,000, okay? Now, it wasn't a, Ponzi situation, okay? It was providing real value to the marketplace and helping the people that are in the marketplace to be able to learn what to do so that they can rise to the top of the leaderboards and whatever it is that they're marketing, okay? So this isn't like, you can't use these strategies for your regular MLM company or your regular affiliate company or your regular direct sales company, because they work straight across the board. So one realtor that applied the strategies in 18 months, she made an extra $250,000. At one student that was 25 years old, he actually used the strategies in door-to-door sales. And when he reached out to me, he'd already done $2 million in sales in door-to-door. He was promoted to vice president of the company, and now he owns a piece of the company. Okay. So what does that have to do with online? It doesn't have to do anything with online. The strategies work right online or offline, straight across the board. So we've got people that went to the very top 10 on the leaderboards, okay, in their MLM company, that had never ever been on a leaderboard ever, right? That went to right up to the top 10 on the leaderboards. And, they took the strategies and they applied it to their business, and 15,000, 20,000, their first 30 days, guys, of implementing the strategies. Okay. Now, what's going to determine whether or not you could be one of those people? Okay. It really comes down to whether or not you finally have just drawn a line in the sand, and you just say, okay, what I'm doing is not working. Okay. The strategies that I'm implementing are not working, and I'm willing to be coachable for somebody to show me where I'm going wrong, and then what I need to do to fill in the holes in the bowl. Okay. So if you've got a bowl and you're trying to fill it up with water, and there's holes in the bottom like a spaghetti strainer, it's never going to fill up with water, guys. It's never going to fill up with water. You got holes in the bowl. Okay. So the water is going to keep on draining through the bottom until you plug the holes, and then it's going to fill up with water. And that's sort of an analogy of, what most people go through. They have holes in their business and they don't understand where they are, and they've got nobody to show them what to do to plug the holes so that they can fill it up with water. And the water is the income. Okay. The water is the income. Okay. We've got Angeline live from New York. We've got True Freedom Explorer. Good to see you. Callie is in the house. Awesome. Rob Fraser says hello, hello from Oceanside, California. Mujasser says, amazing live. Have an outstanding day, my friend. How are you, Mujasser? Good to see you here. Kelly Nunn says, we are on trial. Okay. Facebook user says, hey, superstar, welcome, welcome. Rakeem, how are you, sir? Congratulations on your $1,000 day, by the way, Rakeem. Standing ovation. Good job. Good job. So true. Days turn to weeks, weeks turn to months. You're absolutely right. And then years before you know it. You're correct. Hi from Spain, everyone. Okay, guys. So, here's the thing. I mean, I can tell you stories of people that have a huge amount of talent and skill. Okay. So you see them on the Facebook lives and you see them write content and you think like, oh my God, this person just has incredible value. Okay. What's missing and why can't they make a full-time income? Okay. Now, in most cases, in the majority of the cases, it's because they won't follow what we tell them to do. Okay. Or what they do is they go out to the marketplace and they try to trick the marketplace to believe that there's something that they're not. Okay. So they'll go out to the marketplace and they'll say that they're a mentor, a trainer, an online business success coach, and they can't even make a full-time income themselves. Okay. So what the problem is that they're actually breaking universal laws. Okay. Universal laws. And when that happens, it's going to be 100 times harder for you to finally get to your breakthrough and to get the type of income that you deserve. Okay. And it's, in just the regular world, there's certain laws. Okay. So like if you kill somebody, then you go to jail. If you break into somebody's house and you burglarize their house, you go to jail, right? If you assault somebody or you hurt them in some way physically, then there's a high probability you're going to get charged with assault. Okay. when we're talking about online marketing, it works very, very similar to that, guys. So you can't try to put out a persona on the internet that you're living a freedom lifestyle when it's a crock of shit. Okay. It doesn't work. You can't try to tell people that you're a mentor, trainer, or online business success coach when, how about coaching yourself then? Because if you can't make a full-time income, how exactly can you go out to the marketplace and pretend and lie to the marketplace and tell the people that you are a trainer, coach, or an online success person, right? When you're flat broke yourself, okay? So it's kind of like this. You're never going to do it until you start telling people the truth, and you'll get way more support from the marketplace by telling the truth and giving real-time data on whether it's in lead generation, how many reps that you've recruited into your business, or how much money that you've made in a certain period of time. The moment that you use deception to try to trick people to lure them in, whammo, you get a universal smackdown. Okay. And it's a big problem, guys. I'm telling you, it is a big problem right straight across the board in online marketing, is that people believe that if they try to put on some type of persona to the marketplace, right? Like they're sitting in a Bentley and they're drinking champagne and they're walking along the beach and they're trying to promote that they have a freedom lifestyle, when the truth is they don't. They're flat out lying to the marketplace. And it's a problemo. Okay. It's a problemo. Okay. In the event that you first start your business, you should be on the path of personal development, and you should be sharing those golden nuggets in personal development as you're going along the path. But if you don't have any success yourself, then you've got to be able to edify the people in your company that do have success, so that you are congruent with your message and you're not lying. Okay. And I don't know who teaches this whole thing about, faking your success until you make it, but it does not work, guys. I'm telling you, it doesn't work. Okay. It's never worked, and it's never going to work in the future. Okay. This is 100% guaranteed, that you have to be truthful to your audience if you're ever going to build any trust and build any rapport and have them feel confident to get involved with you as a partner. Okay. The moment that you get caught lying to the marketplace, you have a serious problem, guys. You have a serious problem. Okay. And you can't take it back. This is the thing. So the only thing that you can do is publicly go live and tell people that you have been portraying a story that has been total bullshit. Okay. And start the slate clean. And now from that point forward, be truthful along your marketing path, so that you don't get exposed, right? It's people try to do this all the time, guys. And I'm telling you, it's the biggest mistake that you could possibly ever make online, is to try to bullshit or lie to your marketplace. Okay. Trickery does not work in business, guys. Trickery does not work in business. Okay. So keep that in mind. Great session today, brother. Thank you, David. Appreciate that. Rose, tuning in from Colorado. Hi, how are you? Congratulations, Rakeem. Yes, on his $1,000 day. Lying breaks universal law. It absolutely does. We got a tag there. Hello, Darren. Just woke up for the intensive all the way in Crayford, Kent. Wisdom with Darren. Thank you to the Facebook user. So, there's no income ceiling, okay, when it comes to online marketing, affiliate marketing, direct sales, or network marketing / MLM. There's no income ceiling, okay? But, when you, in the event that what you're doing right now is not working, okay, and you think that you're going to be able to peer through a window to try to figure it out, you're going to be spinning your wheels for a long, long, long time before you actually get into traction. Okay. Step one is to admit that you have a problem. Okay. That's the first step. Step one, admit that you have some type of a problem, whether it's a problem in lead generation, whether it's a problem in recruiting, whether it's a problem in converting leads to product sales or leads to new reps. In the event that you have a problem maintaining a steady stream of cash flow in your business, step one is to admit that you have a problem. Okay. Nobody can help any person in denial, guys. Nobody. You cannot be helped in the event that you are in denial that the problem exists in the first place. Okay. And that's typically a person's pride and ego. Okay. So they battle the pride and the ego to even admit that there's a problem in the first place. And then when they finally say, okay, I'm going to do this, I'm doing this, okay, I'm going in. Okay. Now, there's typically a second time that the person has to surrender their pride and their ego again, okay, on whether or not they're actually even going to do the income producing activities that are required in order to make a full-time income. Okay. Now, I can tell you this for fact because I have a ridiculous amount of data from a whole variety of companies over the last 3 decades that, you know, do you need a huge amount of tech skills to be able to make a full-time income online? No, you don't. Okay. But there's one skill that you have to be able to get good at. Okay. One thing, guys, one single thing. People, you got to be able to get good with people. Okay. And not be trying to jam your whatever it is that you're marketing down people's throat where you're like a fire hydrant. Okay. And the moment that you meet somebody, you literally vomit your business all over them. And it's a complete total turnoff. Okay. It doesn't work in our industry, guys. Our industry is a relationship driven business model. It takes time. Okay. It takes time to be able to, get to know somebody and build trust and build rapport with a person and get that know, like, and trust factor that's established so that you can get to a connection. Okay. And truth be known, people they waste a ridiculous amount of time on Facebook. Okay. Bottom line, they spend all day surfing Facebook and liking and commenting and liking and commenting, watching a video and then liking and commenting and liking and commenting. There's no money in that, guys. That is the ticket to brokenness. Okay, is just wasting away your day. Okay, in the event that the buyers, your prospects, have no opportunity to ever see you as a leader in any type of leadership capacity, whether it's in mindset, in personal development, in lead generation, in recruiting, in providing them with something where they can actually see you as a leader, have an opportunity to see you in some capacity in a leadership type of zone, you got a problem. You got a problem. Okay. And if you're not prepared to face your fears and break through to the other side and go for it, right, then you're at a massive disadvantage. So in other words, if I go to your wall right now and I scroll your wall, and the only thing that I can see on your wall is product pictures, testimonials, more product logos all the way down your page, but there's never any opportunity for your prospects to see you in any type of leadership capacity, you got a huge problem, because our industry is a leadership business model. So right out of the gate, you take yourself from being a 10 and you drop it down to about a 3 or a 4, because if you want to recruit influential people, they're going to want to see you as being a leader. Okay. They're going to want to see you as being a leader. And this is one of the reasons why I tell people that Facebook Lives by far are one of the fastest paths to the promised land, because it gives people an opportunity to spend some quality time with you without taking up additional time of yours. So once you create a clone, that clone is now going to continue to work for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, even while you're sleeping. It's still going to be providing value to the people. Okay, so very, very important that you get this, that, Facebook Lives are a great strategy and they're part of the formula, but they're not all the formula, guys. Okay. And this is the missing link that people just don't get. They think that the Facebook Lives alone are going to create a situation where money starts raining from the sky, and it just doesn't work that way. Will they help? Yes, they will help. Okay. Will interviews help? Yes, they will. Will value-based webinars help? Yes, they will. Will launch events help? Yes, they will. Okay. But it's the relationships, guys. It's the relationships. And truth be known, if you're hiding behind your computer every day and you're not connecting with real human beings, there is a high probability that you're going to be doing a ridiculous amount of work and spinning your wheels and not making any money. Not making any money. Okay. So at the end of the month, you got to look at your data. In the event that you've done all this work, all these strategies, all this stuff, and you spent all this time online, but you look at your bank account and you want your bank account to be up here, but it's like scraping down at the bottom. Okay. So the question that you've got to ask yourself is, have you reached your breaking point? Or are you going to go another month, another month, another month, another month, another month, another year, another year, another year, and still not make anything, because you've got nobody to show you exactly what to do step by step. Okay. And this is the problem. Okay. So whether or not you've actually got that in your business, I don't know. Okay. But the data does not lie, guys. The data does not lie. People lie. People lie all the time. Okay. People lie about their business. People lie about their results. But the data doesn't lie. You can lie if you want on your page, right? But I'm telling you, you're breaking universal laws, and it's going to be a problem. And that's one of the reasons why people never get any traction. When somebody asks you to log into your back office and you do it live, or you start backpedaling already because you know there's no results there, or you do log in and then you have to create a new story because it's not congruent with the story that you've been telling on your wall, it's a huge problemo. It's a huge problemo, okay? So keep that in mind, okay? So this is what I found out is a great way to start your business. Okay. Pierre is live. Good to see you. Wow, I have a problem in all those areas. Well, feel free to reach out. I'm happy to get you along the right path. Yes, that's for sure. We got to get good with people. You're right. Sandy, hey, how are you, Sandy? Good to see you here. I made that mistake in the past and posted products on my page. Huge problem. Yes, it is. Building relationships is key. Yes, it is. Brittany Blackburn is tuning in from Florida. Great to see you here today. Months turn into years. Okay. So, this is a perfect example, guys. Okay. I have one particular student that, I keep on saying the same thing over and over and over and over. And for whatever reason, she just doesn't seem to get this concept. Okay. So we always tell people that if you want to be, connecting and having incoming inquiries from the most influential type of people, you got to look pro. You got to look pro. Okay. And the banner at the top of your page that is what's going to make you look pro. Okay, it's personal branding. It has nothing to do with whatever it is that you think that you're marketing, because our product in our industry is leadership. We're in a leadership business model, guys. Okay, people get in our industry because they think it's about selling stuff, you know, like these or whatever, right? Whatever your networking company sells: weight loss, skincare, nutraceuticals, energy drinks, credit repair, digital products. The products don't matter. They just have to work. Okay. But personal branding is by far the most important thing, in my opinion, as the very first step. Okay. So this one particular person has been in Millionaire Mentoring for 3.5 years, and she's never completed the very first thing that we've told her to do. Okay. Go get branded. Okay. Doesn't matter how many calls we make, doesn't matter how many private messages we send. She refuses to do any personal branding. Okay. 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 She's convinced, being broke, that she is an online mentor, trainer, and coach. Okay. But she can't even hardly afford to pay her own rent. Problemo. Okay. Problemo. Even with calls, even with texts, even with private calls, she's convinced that that's what she is. Okay. Okay. 3.5 years have gone by, and she's been putting out a message to the marketplace that is total bullshit. Okay. Now, what do you think happens? No money comes in. It's breaking universal laws. And what can we say? So when people say, Darren, how much money am I going to make my first month? Okay. Well, I can tell you this: if you're in a similar situation where you won't follow what we teach, you won't follow the action steps, you refuse to be coachable, and you think you have a better way, you're probably not going to make any. Truth be known. Okay. You're probably not going to make any. So in the event that you think that you have a better way, then just do your better way. Okay. But if no money keeps on showing up month after month after month after month, 6 months, 12 months, 2 years, 3 years, 3.5 years, 4 years, at some point in time, you're going to have to do a little bit of wake up and realize that what you're doing is not working. Okay. And in the event that you tell me that you have a mentor, okay, but after 3.5 or 4 years, you're not making enough to pay your rent, problemo. There's a high probability you never even did anything they told you to do. Okay. True story. Okay. We've got hey from Florida. I think we already got that one here. Months turn into years. Absolutely. Value. Thank you, Andrew. Appreciate that. Brenny is tuning in live from Minnesota. Angeline says she is not coachable. You are correct, right? And, you know, it's, I don't know who it's more frustrating for, quite frankly. Is it more frustrating for the person, or is it more frustrating for the mentor? Okay. When you tell the person exactly what they need to do and they just refuse to listen. Oh, no, I got this, Darren. Okay. Let me know how it works then. But if you're not looking at your data at the end of the month and doing a little bit of a self-analysis, you got a problem, guys. Okay. You got a problem. Follow what the successful people and be successful people do. I think you meant to say, and be coachable. Absolutely. Angeline says, awesome value. Thank you so much, Angeline. Guys, don't think that, you know, we haven't dealt with every type of possible situation that you could even think of. Okay. People that are donating blood to buy groceries that went past 200,000, people that were flat out homeless, sleeping on a couch of a friend's house, no money, zero money. Okay. 20,000 by month 6, 5.5 years later, the gentleman owns his own network marketing company. People that got out of prison, people that were divorced, people that went bankrupt, people that never made a penny ever online. 18,000 first month, $350,000 after 2 years. You know, we have every case that you could think of, every possible thing that you could think of where somebody has an excuse. We have a story. We got a success story about that. But Darren, my credit cards are maxed out. We got a story for that. But you don't understand. I just lost my job and I'm $50,000 in the hole. We got a story for that. Everything that you, every story of excuse that you can think of, we already have somebody that overcame it, got into millionaire mentoring, and went like this, right to the top. Okay. So when people say, well, how much money am I going to make? How much money am I going to make my first month? I don't know. I don't know if you're coachable. Okay. That's kind of like saying to somebody, can you tell me what the weather is going to be like on December 1st of 2025 in, Ohio? I want the exact temperature that it's going to be and whether or not it's sunshine, rainy, or snowing, right? I don't know. Okay. There could be a hurricane that night. I don't know. Who knows? Right? It all will depend on you and whether or not you are actually coachable. Okay. Coachable. And truth be known, guys, I wish that every person would just show up, surrender their pride and their ego, be coachable, and implement the exact steps that we teach, and they would go to the top, right? It does not take more than 90 days to make a full-time income online. Okay, 90 days, 90, 3 months. That's how long it takes. Some people have done it in 30, right? Samuel Mojica Jr. made $23,000 his very first month at 21 years old, and he'd never marketed before. Okay, but he was coachable. So between 30 and 90 days, you should be able to make a full-time income. So whatever it is that you're marketing, in the event that that's not true for you, then you either don't have a mentor or you refuse to follow anything that they tell you to do that's going to put you into the money. Okay, so it could be one of the two. Either you don't have one or you just will not surrender your pride and your ego and be coachable and do the steps that they tell you to do. And in the event that they call you, if you're off course and they say, oh, stop doing the fake it till you make it. Okay. Stop trying to pretend that you're something that you're not, and you won't listen. Okay. You do it anyway. Okay. Tell us how your data, give us, reevaluate 30 days from now and see if your data is working, because apparently it ain't working right now. Okay. So if you don't change something, you're going to get the same results. Okay. And if it hasn't worked for 3.5 years with the strategy that you're doing, there's a high probability it's not going to work in the next 3.5 years. Okay. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Okay. Andrew says, super value, Darren Little methods work when you're coachable. Boom, it's time. Oh, shoot. Yeah, it is. I got to get on a broadcast here. Live on YouTube from West Virginia. So, guys, truth be known, if you reach that point and you're not making a full-time income and you've been in your business for 90 days or more, and you want to learn these secrets on how we've been able to help people from every genre that you can even think of. Okay. Corporate America, just graduated from high school or not even graduated from high school, bankrupt, credit cards maxed out, $50,000 in the hole, $140,000 in the hole. We got homeless. We got all this, every story that you can think of to be able to help you to be able to get back on your feet and be able to make 2020 your biggest income year that you've ever had. Okay, that you've ever had. But you got to throw your hat over the wall. You got to be coachable, and you got to surrender your pride and your ego and just follow the bouncing ball. Okay, guys, my name is Darren Little from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. I appreciate the time spending here with you today. And if you're ready to throw your hat over the wall, reach out to me. Let's get you on the right path. and let's go get it. Have a good one. All the best.